And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Now Golden State's starting 5. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Lopez. It's stolen by Green. Johnson against Curry. Shoots the 3. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. On defense, the Warriors. Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
Gwinnett shooting their first free throws here for the night. First one falls for him.
And guys, when you talk about Thaddeus Young, last year was another solid season for him. Excellent job finishing around the rim as usual. Solid rebounding numbers, but still trying to improve his consistency from the 3. He started the season strong in that department and kind of fell off a bit at the end.
And so he hits both.
Man, Thaddeus Young, he's really entering the prime of his career right now at age 27. Hard to believe he's now in his 9th season. Only spent 1 year in college. Still plenty of room to grow.
Now here's Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Barnes. Brooklyn with the rebound. We play just over a minute here in the first. Sloan dishes to Johnson. Young, a screen on Barnes. Johnson kicks to Sloan. Back to Johnson. Puts up a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Outside Curry. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And that one's good.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here's Sloan. There's a screen. Inside. It's stolen by Bogut. It's Curry with the drive. That's tipped. Here's Sloan. Guarded by Green. Down low. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got 5 now.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league's best 28 road wins.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road.
That free throw missing.
And, you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road.
And he's good on the second. And for Brook Lopez, disappointing start to last season. The season before, he had played only 17 games, so he wanted to make an impact right off the bat. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you know, he missed the first 2 games altogether with the foot injury and comes back to play pretty well, then hurts his back. Out for 8 more games, comes back again. He's benched in favor of Miles Plumlee. Just a very disjointed year for Lopez.
Here's Green.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
Yeah, I love the mentality getting inside. I mean, they've been bottled up in there, but when you attack the paint, generally good things are going to happen for you.
And for Lopez, last year was the first time since he was a rookie that he didn't start every game. I mean, that is a huge shot to your confidence. I don't care who you are or what your circumstances, but you know what? At the end, he rose above it.
And here is Ellington after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. That's good.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Warriors trail by 5. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. He talked about the impact of opposing big man Andrew Bogut, saying there just aren't that many 7-footers with his kind of game. A great interior defender first and foremost. We can't get tunnel vision when we attack the rim. He's got size and strength, and we can't allow him to bully us for offensive rebounds. Let's see if they can keep Bogut from having a big game, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Sloan's shot is off.
You know, on the topic of Lopez last season, ugly beginning, but things got beautiful over the last 2 months. 55% shooting, nearly 20 and 10 a game, some of the best numbers of his career.
And Brooklyn has possession after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
And Sloan kicks to Lopez. Here's Young, and it's sent back by Bogut. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Ellington. Here's Sloan. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Lopez against Green. In the corner, it's Ellington. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Golden State moving it around. It's Curry outside. Good. Curry's got 10.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Lopez, a screen on Thompson. Johnson, a wide open look. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Now here's Curry. Here's the 3. And he hits the buzzer beater.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
Tie game in Brooklyn. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
And it's been gang rebounding. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for them, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
So it's the Warriors now.
And last season, the Nets made sure nobody went off against them. They would lose games, but they did a great job of limiting an opposing star from taking over.
We've got Thomas Robinson. Brown out there with Larkin. Then it's Bargnani. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Shots good from Bargnani.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
As you mentioned with the Nets, they limited takeover games, set an NBA record, in fact, Clark, by allowing the fewest 30-point scores against them.
Yeah, you know, only Harden and Lillard were able to get 30 points against the Nets. As you said, the first team to allow so few in a complete NBA season. Going back to 99, the strike-shortened season, the Knicks did it as well.
Here's Bogdanovich after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. Clock at 4. Here's Larkin. Green with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Larkin. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Bogdanovich. And the call will go against Thomas Robinson. That's his first foul. Leandro Barbosa is checked in for Golden State. The Warriors leading. Shoots. Thomas Robinson comes up with the rebound.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Picked by Bargnani. Iguodala against Brown. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Iguodala. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Bargnani. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Bargnani's got it all tied up now for the Nets. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Livingston kicks to Rush. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Rush has got the lead, back up to 2 now for the Warriors.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
The Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. To the middle. And it's Robinson that time on the assist by Larkin.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm. And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
Now here's Iguodala. Launches a 3. That drops. Iguodala's got 7 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And for Robinson, the trade's way on him as well. Clarkie said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs here.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them. Well, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Now, here's Brown. Here's Bargnani. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Bargnani's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Here's Rush. No good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Larkin. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's a screen by Robinson. Larkin, the pass to Robinson. And here we go with Barbosa heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnover.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark fourth back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
There on the floor for the Nets. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Harrison Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Brooklyn trailing.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's Sloan following the score by Golden State. Passes to Young. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. The Nets shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
That free throw good from Young.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And, Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
Here's Ellington. It's rebounded by Golden State.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Curry outside. That is Young grabs the miss. Young's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ellington dishes to Sloan. From deep, Johnson. Green with the rebound. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Curry with the 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 17.
Now he's starting to pick up from what he accomplished in the first quarter, where he made 3 of his three-point attempts.
Screen by Young. And Sloan kicks to Young. 11 seconds left now here in the second. And that one's good. Young's got 5 points in the quarter. Curry with it. 1 second left. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there, maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Warriors lead by 4. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, much of the stresses of the coach was talking about taking care of the basketball. What kind of work has this team put in, making sure everyone is doing their best to limit those turnovers?
I mean, you look at film, but it's just about the in-game situations, just analyzing the situation and take care of the ball. Making sure that you make eye contact with the passes, and sometimes getting a shot up is better than giving it to them. So we got to just look at that and figure it out.
This team made savvy decisions all night, Steph. Thanks for the time. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and it helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. 19 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Golden State looking at who they've got. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3, and it's Curry in at the 1. His three-pointers off the mark. Nets trailed by 4.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined, and you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
The net shooting struggle is apparent. 37% from the field. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Johnson, the pass to Young. Kicks it to Lopez. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lopez has got 5 points so far.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Curry dishes to Bogut. Here's Green, and it's Golden State with another.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Lopez, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch back to the basket, moves, facing up, makes free throws. Good offensive rebounder, capable passer. He just makes things happen.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And that one misses.
And talking about Lopez, he does clean the glass on the offensive end. He was 12th in offensive rebounds last year. However, he was 44th in defensive rebounds. That's one important area he definitely has to work on.
Good on the second free throw.
You know, getting back to Lopez, how good is it to have a guy with his offensive package also be a near top 10 shot blocker for you? That's what he was last season and several seasons before that. He's an all-star talent if he can just stay on the court and stay healthy.
And he nails the third.
And listen, the Nets had an up and down year on offense last season, but the one thing they always did was finish their drives. Very good at getting things to drop off the bounce. That was a strength last season.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And Young, here we go. Knocked away. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
No clue where that pass is going. That is a brutal turnover.
Brooklyn making some changes. Brown comes in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Larkin in for Donald Sloan. Spates checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. For the Nets, and they're driving. They were fantastic, Clark. Second in the league last year in field goal percentage off those drives.
And a big reason for that is the strength and size of their guards, because they all can finish in traffic, and that's how you get high shooting percentages. You have to make tough shots against contact.
And Brooklyn has possession following the miss by Draymond Green. Clock at 6. Launches it. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Warriors leading by 7. Curry kicks to Spates. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Spates has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the inside. The shot's good from Lopez.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Curry. 22 points for him. The three. The rebound by Young.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Nice shot by Larkin. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Johnson. And Golden State also making a change. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And Bogdanovich kicks to Lopez. And that one's good. Lopez has got 11 points.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Tell you what, as well as he shot in the last quarter, Kevin, it's a total flip here in this one. He just can't get anything to go in the basket.
Young with no one around, but they recover it from outside off the mark.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Nets trail by 6. Here's Larkin. Lopez outside. Down low. Young. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He has 7.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Lopez a screen. Curry brings the double. Lopez right side from the wing. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Iguodala, no good.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Now here's Brown. Young, a good look. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 9 points here for Thaddeus Young.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up. And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Again, Young missing.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
The Warriors leading. And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Bargnani is checked in for Brooklyn. Robinson comes in for Brown. And Golden State also making a change. Barbosa's checked in. 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Young. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Young's got 11 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Stolen. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Bogdanovich, no luck. And here's Iguodala outside.
He did it! Wow! He caught it!
My goodness! Oh, what a monster shot to close out the third. They've taken the lead going into the final quarter.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Warriors ahead. They're up by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Nets trail by 3. They've got Bargnani. Robinson is out there with Johnson. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Ellington in at the 2 guard. So that's the Nets 5. And the basket by Johnson.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Now here's Thompson. No good from outside. Now here's Ellington, guarded closer. He kicks to Johnson. Bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Barbosa. Brooklyn with the rebound. Robinson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. There's the double team with Barbosa. Robinson passes to Sloan. Offline with his 3. No good from Bargnani. The Warriors trailing. Baseline try. And again, no good by Golden State.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
They sure did. Would have loved to tie it up right there.
Sloan dishes to Bargnani. Off the pick. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Nets lead by 4.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Timeout called the Warriors. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
And it's Lopez penetrating. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Curry. Can they get it? And the shot is good. Curry's got 25 points.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Here's Sloan. The pass to Young. It's stolen by Green. And Thompson kicks to Bogut. Golden State moving it around. And the basket by Curry.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
The Nets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Sloan. Thaddeus Young on the wing. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They've got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got the chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach had to say to his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Johnson. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
All right, Doris. Now here's Lopez. Johnson can't get it to go. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Sloan. Young outside. Joe Johnson on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And again, it's the Nets missing. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Curry. Here's Green. It counts. And the foul. Joe Johnson picks one up.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes. The free throw drops for Green.
And one puts them in a very nice spot as they stretch that lead out a little bit.
One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 5. 1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. And Sloan kicks to Lopez. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, Lopez has been great. He's got 13 points, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe. Good numbers for him.
Yeah, they are. It's been a nice element of his game today. He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
The shot by Curry, no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And he gets it to go. And that's 15 points for Joe Johnson. The Warriors leading. Outside Curry. 1:22 left to play here in the fourth. Drops in the layup for 2. Curry's got 13 points in the second half. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're losing by 3. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson kicks to Sloan. And he can't bank that one in.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Iguodala, the pass to Curry. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Good defensive work there by Young. The feed to Lopez. Great D that time from Green.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. Yeah, that's a tough call right there and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Johnson attacking. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here we go. Johnson heading to the hoop. Here's Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 34 points for Steph Curry.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game.
Don't be afraid to make the extra pass. It's open. Take it.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Sloan kicks to Lopez. Kicks it out to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. They need this. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Here's Sloan. He's covered by Thompson. Fires for three. Nails the tray. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
He was the star of the show for them on the offensive end. Over half of their points came through him. I think he was the number 1 option, the number 2 option, number 3 option, and then when the coach called timeout, he was still the option.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.